Alright guys, it's Chris from MacMedia Studios showing you the new Nokia Lumina 920. It's a really nice phone. It's really thin and very fast and cool looking. Plus it comes with other bumpers, sort of like bumpers, but they're cases, and they have them in different colors, so that's pretty cool. To start off, it comes with the charger. There's no USB plugging in. You could just set it right on the charger and it charges, so that's cool. Let's see. Well, as you can see, there are 3 buttons on the bottom. There's the back button, and this is what I call the home button, and there's the search button. You can also see that on the top of the screen you see the LTE, the Wi-Fi, the vibrate, and the battery percentage. Let's get started. On the side also, that there are volume buttons, the volume up, down, the power button, and the camera button. So there's nothing on the top, really. All there is just the earphones or stuff like that to put up there. As you can see, all the apps are all square and small. But you can actually change the sizes too. So let's just say you want to change this icon a little smaller. You just push this button on the bottom left and it goes smaller, or you can extra enlarge it to make it big, but this is all customized. There's the logo, and you can change all of this anywhere you want. So you can just hold down the button and you can move it anywhere. You can change the size anywhere, and you can pin stuff anywhere you want to. So if you have apps over here, you can hold that. Maybe you don't have a calculator on your front screen as important things. This will pop up and it'll say pin to start, and you can put that right there. It'll instantly show. Now you can also unpin it by pressing the top right button. It'll disappear, and you can just press the home button right there and it'll go back to normal. What I really like about this phone is that it's really fast at opening up everything. See? Fast. Going back. The sliding is really smooth. You can go to different apps really fast. And there's a search button on the bottom left, so maybe if I want to search up something really quick, just search button and boom. We have the Bing search engine, and we can just press the home button and we're done, like really quick. What's also awesome is that with the volume button, you can change right there on the top. It says vibrate, ring and vibrate. You can change that to just vibrate like that. And if you're listening to music, you can change the volume and the song in one location. So that's really cool. Now, the next part is the games. To me, I love playing games. Like, I can't stop playing them, especially if I find a really good game that I just want to beat. These are all the good games, I guess. There aren't many good games on here. I guess it's like a new phone and there isn't much, I guess, people working on games here. Developers, yeah. And they have Xbox games that are for this phone, which is really cool. They have Angry Birds, cut the row from other touchscreen devices, and they have all sorts of categories. Here, the genre section for anything you want, and here's the spotlight for like the best of the best games. Now, what's also really cool is that if you go back to the game section, you can slide, and you'll have your Xbox account, just like you have on your Xbox 360. It's just I'm signed in with an anonymous account, so I really don't have anything. but you can have Xbox Smart Glass, you can have your friends go to the store, and here's the Xbox Spotlight games. Well, like, they're the best so far. And these are just all the games. Some games come in here and some actually go here, like in this section. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. Let's see, what else? Now, the camera feature, which is really cool, is that everything is in HD, and you can just go to it by pressing this button on the side right here. And if you press it and hold it, it'll go straight to the iPhone, the camera section, and you can have 1080p camera footage. You can have flash, you can change the point of view, you can record, and this was to, go to Bing, search, instead of just searching and going to Bing. And if you tap on the screen, a flashlight will go on, and it'll take a photo. And here's the back button to go to your photos. If you go back to your photos section, you'll have them right here. And they're all very crisp and clean. All of them. All the photos. Well, those were all the good things, but this phone still has some bad things. Like, some things need to be refreshed manually. Like, let's say you have a Facebook and you want to check your stuff. You usually have to either shake your phone to refresh it, which is very dangerous since this phone is like very slick, or like not really hard to grab on. So you have to either press the refresh button and wait, but it's still pretty fast, so it really loads everything. But yeah, you have to manually refresh everything. Second thing is that some apps crash if you have multiple apps on. So let's say I'm playing a game and then I go to Facebook and then YouTube and then I go to photos. The last thing it'll be on, it'll just crash for no reason, and if you go back to it, it'll just keep crashing where you were. So, and the only way to fix that is to either restart your phone or press the back button here until you go all the way back to where you usually were. The battery percentage on this phone is usually about 3 to 4 hours at most. But there's this cool feature that lets you save your battery percentage. It's called Battery Saver, I think. Yeah. And it also shows you how much battery is in it. And if you turn it on, there's going to be a little heart on the top of the battery thing, and it shows you that it's saving battery. It shows you that it'll be saving battery in multiple ways, like if you were playing a game, it would automatically shut down that game, so that if you were playing it and you close out of it, it'll just close it down completely, so it wouldn't be running in your background. Another way is that it'll stop emails from coming in, so they don't constantly have to keep notifying you of emails, so you have to manually check that. Let's see. Like I said, there's not many good games. Some of them were really good, but most of the best ones you have to buy, and they're not really fun or very addicting. So that's kind of on the bad side of me for my phone. And the thing that bugged me the most was that the apps that you necessarily need, like let's say you want to use GPS, you have to buy that. You have to do a monthly payment of that just to have GPS. But there's usually other apps to help you, where like other apps are free and you can just download that for navigation. And other things like AT&T Uverse, that's like, I guess you don't have to pay for that, but I thought that would come with the phone since it's an AT&T phone. And that's pretty much it about the phone. Everything's smooth when you slide, it runs fast. And yeah, the charger, it automatically charges it just by touching the phone. Which is really cool. I like that a lot. And you can just take it off immediately right when you need it. The camera, which was also good, was 8 megapixel mix 8 1080p 8 megapixels, and also there's an app for a flashlight, which is very bright. Yeah. There's some extra pictures in the photos.
Hey guys, it's Tony from MacMedia. I'm here with my son. He's doing his first review. He's doing a great job. What do you guys think? Make sure you put some comments down below at the video. This is his first review video. I gave him this phone about a week ago when I got it in, and he's been playing with it ever since. What he was trying to say, a couple of things, is with the phone, there are no developers for the Windows 8 platform, or the Windows 7 for that matter. The developers are very far and few. When you actually go inside the actual store, go down to the store, Chris. When you go into the store and you say go to the apps, there's not really a lot of apps there. If you say top free, if you go back to the different categories, there's top free, Xbox, best rated. Honestly, there's really only, a handful. I'm not going to say like 12, but there's, worth, any games that are really worth downloading. There's not a lot, honestly. Games, productivity apps. Windows actually just made this phone so that they can get into the arena, as the Android and the Apple are dominating this part of the mobile phone. That part of the actual the part of the phones in general, the Windows 8 phones, the Windows 7 phones. I'm going back even 8 years ago when they had the 700WX from Trio, which was running Windows, was running Windows CE. Just Windows phones in general have just never really caught on. They're not intuitive, and I explained in one of my other videos that I did that on this phone actually is that when I first opened it and I did the unboxing, which I have a video for, I'll be putting that up here in a minute. When I took it out of the box, the first thing I did was set it up, and it wanted me to have a Hotmail account or something, and it didn't. So I had to set up something, a basic email, and I created a MacMedia at live.com email address so I could log into this thing. And there's a lot of things that you can do with the phone. The tile thing is really kind of cool. There's a lot of things that you can really do with the phone, but it's not. There's just not enough developers for it. That's the problem. So my consensus is that the unfortunately, since there's no developers that are actually writing any good programs for it, it's going to be a very limited platform. Other than your YouTube, your Facebook. If that's all you want to do and play Angry Birds, then yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to get. If you're looking for stuff like that's on the Android platform or the iPhone, it's just not going to happen until the developers see that these phones are selling like hotcakes, like the Android phones and the Apple phones. They're just not going to invest the time and the money and R&D to create an app and pray that someone buys it. So this is new. It's a wonderful phone. It's huge. It's very thick. When you put it up to an actual Galaxy S3, it's pretty thick. The Galaxy S3 is even thinner than that phone, and you got similar screens. The Windows phone does not have a Retina display. It does have a very clear display. but it doesn't have an OLED screen like the Galaxy S3 does. If you want to put that up against an iPhone 5, it's basically the iPhone 5 is a lot thinner, and if you even want to go as far as like showing it up against an iPad mini, the iPad minis are, really super thin. So I mean, the phone is really, really thick, and it's really heavy. That's the first thing I noted when I took it out of the box, is that when I grabbed it out of the box and was trying to get it out, it was so heavy that I couldn't believe how heavy this phone was. But Windows is new to the market. They're really trying to catch up. Basically, what it is Apple innovates, and then Android copies the Apple innovation, and then they try to make it their own. And then you got Windows that want to see what's happening on those two platforms before they come in at the end of it and try to make a better phone or do their own thing, which usually just never works out. So as you can see with the phone is great. If it came in an Android flavor, I'm sure that phone would sell like hotcakes, because it is a great phone. It's got a great looking screen. It's got a lot of features. The phone features, the voicemail. It's got a really kind of an intuitive interface, but it is cumbersome. It's something that you got to get used to. So that's our take on it. If you want to learn any more about it, we're going to have a write-up, and my son's going to do for the review for people that want to read about it and then watch the video. There's a lot more things that we can go into detail in the actual write-up and the review other than in the video. More specific things like specifications, that kind of thing. And then you got to make your own decision. Do you want to get a phone that doesn't have a lot of apps because it's a Windows phone and it's cheap? Because this right now with the actual wireless charger and the phone is $99 for a limited time right now at AT&T. So if you sign a 2-year contract, you can get this phone and the wireless charger for $99. So for a $99 phone, it's pretty good. It does regularly sell for $499, and the charger is another $99. So it's pretty good good offer for $99. But this is Tony and Chris with MacMedia Studios, and just hit us up at facebook.com/MacMedia Studios, or you can hit us up at www.macmediastudios.com, or check us out on pimpyoiphone.com. That's PIMPYO iPhone.com. You can check out all the celebrities that we work with, our clients. Our client base is humongous. We have almost 300,000 hits on our YouTube page, which is www.youtube.com/Tony J. Berry. That's where this video will be up at, and we'll be sending a link to our actual Facebook page, my MacMedia Facebook page. So have a good one, and we got another review and a video coming up next. We got a Samsung Galaxy S3 review, and we've got a iPad mini review coming up too. Now, if we can move the phone away, right over there in the corner, as you can see, right over here, these are all of the devices we have that's going to be for the giveaway that we're doing. We've got the iPad minis, and then we've got the iPhone up there, 32 gig black, and a 32 gig iPad mini. And then we got reviews coming up, iPad 5. We got reviews coming up of the white iPhone 5, because I've already did a black iPhone 5. We have Samsung Galaxy Note 2 coming up, review, and some other stuff that we're going to be doing a video review of too. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot for following us, and give us some comments for this first video for my son. Let's hear what you think. All right? Thanks a lot. God bless you guys. Bye bye.